So, a little background. The aircraft that you're seeing in these videos is one I built quite a while ago. I have since built a more successful box fuselage park jet, and it worked beautifully. So this one is a bit of a historic artifact for the sake of entertainment, because those of you who know a little more about aircraft than I do probably diagnosed Pointy's fatal difficulty about 2/3 of the way through her maiden flight video. The primary clues were how she spent most of her time in high alpha and how she flew a lot better upside down. And I consistently failed to figure this out for another 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 flight video sessions, and the results were amusing. So for those of you who enjoy yelling things at the screen while someone obliviously makes the same mistakes over and over again, I hope you enjoy. We're at Hilarity Park, evening of a few days later. I haven't had yet any opportunities to add the powered rudders to Pointy or to fix up the nose, so we're running with the initial setup. I have just slightly more securely taped the rudders in place so they hopefully won't wiggle in flight as much. And we're just going to try again, because I kind of don't want to move on to making her better until I fully understand what gave her the weird flying characteristics in the first place. So that's kind of what I'm going to try and do today. It's much calmer weather than it was. Let's see how she does under actual good initial flight conditions. Oh, wow. Whoops. Alrighty, so she's more controllable than she was. She still wants to go into high alpha and stay there. Okay, she really, whoop, oh boy, nearly did a culvert out of that tree. And there's a full scaler going in, beautiful. Right, so far, that initial most likely explanation, when I looked it up on forums and things, was that we were getting hella adverse yaw from being in high alpha. No, I may be muddling it a bit there, but that was the rough gist of it, is what is making it impossible for her to steer. It's like above a certain critical angle of attack, she just won't steer anymore. Biff. Beautiful. Wiggly wiggly. Oh no, have I cactused the servo already? I think I have. Well, let's see if she's flyable regardless. Oh boy. Okay, that was almost steering. That's so much adverse yaw. Yeah, it's amazing to see. The moment I actually apply hard right elevon, she starts turning left, and that will be adverse yaw. Look at that difference in throws due to one servo being wrecked. No wonder she's having a little bit of trouble. Oh boy, I should have done this test long ago. Look at the differences in deflection. Oh gosh, poor thing. So that's why she only steers good at really small control deflections. Oh, come on girl, you can do it. Whoa, I wonder how long that servo's been screwed. Here she go. Oh no, 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 don't you pull, don't you pull. Okay, there we go, there we go. She's past the pull, we're okay. How we doing, girl? Oh, that nose is pretty mulched. But it already was, that's nothing new. The verts are fine, that servo's still screwed. I'm pretty happy with how I'm flying my unflyable plane, to be honest. It gives me a bit of an idea more of what her strengths are going to be once I do get her problems ironed out. Oh, poor thing. How she suffered in such a short time. Woo! And you know what? A really basic factor that I don't think I allowed for with this little wingspan, prop torque. Good girl. Woo! Oh boy. Whoa! That was crazy. Ooh! Sprung. Bad time for me to try and fly inverted without putting on my right way up brain. How screwed are we now? Oh! Let's fly backwards. Okay, well, that last flight really convinced me just how sweet she is going to be once I get her flaws ironed out, because she's so maneuverable, even with controls that barely work. Once again, I know she's utterly ruined. I'm just seeing what she can still do before I start chopping and changing and fixing. Clear the net. Oh boy. That's all good. Whoa. Okay, we brought her down this side of the fence. There we have a perfect demonstration of the worst time for the ESC to do its little "I'll keep you safe" cuts out throttle thing, because I tried to power back up to get her out of that nose down attitude that would have taken her into the pool, and it was like, no! This poor thing. Whoa. Ooh, that's the motor assembly. Things came off. Lessons were not learned by Thomas. You know, just double-sided taping the entire motor on does not seem to have worked out nearly as badly as I told myself it would. Get on there. How much servo have we got left? Okay, which servo is the one that's wrecked? You are. Okay, let's try an upside down flight and see how we do. She doesn't seem a hell of a lot more disposed to fly nice upside down. The adverse yaw seems to work the same both ways up. Whoop. Oh boy. There you are, Gil. Ooh, not good sound. Had a loose motor thwack into the interior wall. She's not really holding up to this well. Off. And she's picked up another stick friend. Hello, stick friend. Thank you for catching my terrible plane. Oh, she's so nice and inverted. Just she wants to immediately go right way up is the problem. Okay. Whoop! Yes! Got her! Weird backhand catch. Okay, I'm happy with that. Es mucho de pleno. Look at this, hey? Another basic lesson learned, you see? Pre-flight checks. If I had done any kind of basic pre-flight check regimen between each crash on her initial tests, I would have known what the problem was. But I was more curious just to see what happened if I kept flying her with problems. Well, I learned a lot, but I feel like I could have learned the same things faster, so I need to get a little bit less ego involved with this. I still need to do it properly, rather than my way. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. Alright, that's all. Beautiful sunny afternoon. We're at Kauri Park Field and we're going to remaiden Pointy. The relevons are all fixed up. I've got Metal Gear servos in there now, properly mounted, and she's got rudder. And it's been a long time since I've flown a plane with the rudder on the left stick, so this is going to be weird. But let's see if this makes her a bit more controllable than she originally was. Oh yeah, and I've also got a smaller prop on her because I was worried the prop torque might be causing some of the undesirable effects we were seeing before. So let's see how we go. Whoop. Okay, the rudder makes her roll over quite immediately. This is going to be quite a skill test for me in terms of getting used to a plane that has rudder on the other stick. The way I'm doing it at the moment, it's like get her heading level, tap the rudder, and then apply a lot of elevator. It's crazy. Oh boy. So she's still virtually unflyable, but in a new, interesting way. Ooh. She does seem to only really fly on full throttle now, which worries me a tiny bit. Ooh. I just need so much practice at doing rudder inputs without affecting the throttle. I just cannot turn her left. Even with like pretty much full left rudder and full left aileron, she's not playing ball. Just don't really know what I did wrong. Ooh. Whoop, damn it. That was clumsy. Almost had a sweet catch there. Ooh, this is all crash bump start again. It's wasting a lot of camera time. And that's a pulled motor lead. Why does she hate turning left? She should be good at it with how much extra drag there is in her left intake, but I don't know. Oh, maybe it's this coming loose. Oh, and we've had a cutout. I may have to face reality. I've built a really hopeless plane. I just wish I knew what was causing her to be so bad. It's not really sustaining flight at all. Ooh, I'm beginning to question a little bit why I'm persevering with this design, sadly. Now the motor's cutting out.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoop. There we go. Whoop.
Yeah!
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, that's more like it.
There you go! Woo. Remember that one you got stuck in a tree and we spent ages trying to get it
Oh, you guys were the ones who gave me a hand with that. Oh, cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Boff. Ooh,
Oh, that's
straight into the tree. I've hit this tree before. I broke a prop on it once.
You
Oh, yes, she almost turned that time. I think she might be running out of battery.
Oh wait, does it charge off of it? I know, and it's so expensive at hobby stores and stuff.
Yeah. See, that's what happens. She gets into high alpha, then the motor just cuts out. That's not a good sign.